Alrighty, so I wanted to talk about something a little bit more, I guess, like maybe overlooked nowadays. I know that this isn't going to be anything new for like veteran players or anything like that, but I do get comments from time to time from people who seem like they are newer players, and I just wanted to sort of, I guess, make sure that the info is out there and maybe just talk about it a little bit nowadays, because it's probably not talked about nowadays at all. So we're going to be talking about food bonuses, because honestly it's kind of a big deal. So if you click on your rank up here at the very top middle, it'll open up your like player info, and you can click on title, and then when you hit change, it'll pull up every title that you have. So these titles are normally just kind of like just some subtext kind of deal that goes underneath your actual name, but food is a really important thing in this game. I sometimes wish that it wasn't as important as it was. Like just CC food and evasion food are like the two biggest ones that you see in PvP, maybe HP food if you're going against bond teams and stuff like that. But food used to be a lot more fun, and you could use like Pierce rate food for the Pierce team, or just all kinds of different stuff, but people don't really use a whole lot of that stuff anymore. A lot of the other foods end up getting used in like PvE scenarios, but either way you can get more out of your actual food buffs depending on some of these titles. So the first one, coming across is right here, the Absolute Being. This is a rare title, and it says additional 4% attack when eating attack food, which is honestly pretty good. Sometimes you use attack food for, various things. I think I use attack food sometimes in like either Guild Boss, or if I'm not using that, I'm probably using like Crit Chance food or whatever, depending on which boss I'm going against. But just being able to get a little bit more out of your food is kind of nice. It just is there all the time. So just go through a lot of these different titles, check which ones that you don't have finished, make sure that it actually has a buff. Obviously you can see some of these, it just says this title does not have a buff. So just go through here, scroll down. Obviously I don't have all of these foods or anything like that maxed out, because it just kind of like goes to the back burner, or you forget about it a lot, and you just don't ever really like re-up on going for titles, because it's not really something that you just think about in your normal day-to-day on this game. At least it doesn't for me. So yeah, there's still some that I would really like to get. The Pierce rate food, I don't really ever use Pierce rate food, but being able to get an extra 4% isn't that bad. Plus it gives me something that I can kind of work towards and mess around with. I think the only thing I even need from this is to use I think it's all SR heroes, like use a full team of SR heroes in hell difficulty on, I'm assuming, any of the demons. That is one thing that's a little confusing sometimes, is these can be a little vague. I'm pretty sure, is it the Crit Chance one? Yeah, the Crit Chance food, or Crit Damage food, sorry, is the wealthy one, so it has all of these things to deal with money. So Gold Dungeon Master, gotta run it daily if you want to be rich. I can't remember exactly what these are. I'm assuming it's just running Gold Dungeon 100 times. Obviously it doesn't say that. Sometimes it has like these little quirky sayings to them, which is kind of annoying. You'll have to look some of these up. Treasure Hunter is, there are tons of these treasures at home. I don't know exactly what this one is, but it's only a 1 out of 1. Banker is, no matter what they say, gold is best. I'm assuming this is just accumulating that much overall. I can't be sure on that one, but Jackpot is actually one that's really annoying to get, and there are 7 sevens, which means that you need to have 7,777,777 gold on your account. Like, that has to be the number that you have. Unfortunately, I did it with 77 million etc. gold, and it does not work that way. I have to lose 70 million gold if I wanted to get it there. So if I can remember to, next time that I'm gonna go gold farming or anything like that, I'm gonna try to use the gear gacha as much as possible and just wipe out my gold, so that way I can try to get as close to that as possible. And then there's different things that you can do to try to fix that. There's a lot of like different foods and stuff like that you can sell, or items that you can buy from some of the vendors that are like weird numbers that you can sort of I don't know, just sell and buy back and forth to try to get closer and closer to this number. I don't know, it's a bit hard to get this one specifically, just because it's so, I don't know, weird. I don't want to say necessarily hard, but it's just like, it's so out of the way. Like, it's such a random thing to do. Regeneration food is love thy neighbor, A. At least you'll always be there to run deathmatch with me. Oh, this is AI. I'm assuming this is just run deathmatch with AI. If I change it, maybe someone will notice. I'm not too sure. This is obviously one of those ones where it isn't very clear. Single player, something useful will show up if I keep breaking them. I'm assuming this is for just running demons maybe by yourself. I don't know that I've done that 5 times or more, but who knows. But yeah, there's just all kinds of different foods and stuff like that that you can get a little bit extra out of. Obviously the ones that you're probably going to want to get more than anything are probably like HP food, because you know you want to have more HP. Attack is obviously a really good one. There is one for CC food. There's obviously not one for evasion, because what else are you going to get out of evasion food? But yeah, the combat class one is actually kind of low, additional 2%, which still helps in the grand scheme of things. But I think if you're looking for more CC, you're probably going to want to resort to your like actual box CC and hitting those milestones and stuff like that. But I don't know, just wanted to talk about a topic that maybe has just been overshadowed with as much stuff as you need to do in this game nowadays. So I don't know, let me know what your thoughts are, maybe opinions on these kind of things. I kind of wish that they would either add like better ones, or I don't know, just I would honestly like to see some new kinds of food that were just permanently in the game. I know that they do like event foods and stuff like that every once in a while, but I think new foods would be kind of cool. As big as food actually is in this game, and as important as it is, like you kind of need to grind out food mats sometimes to make a lot of food, so that way you can stay stocked up on it and everything like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Don't have anything else to say. I just thought that this would be like a fun little reiteration sort of video, or maybe helpful for newer players kind of thing. So that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one.